Whatever that is, I don't want it. Maybe my alt button has died.
You were talking to me, I didn't hear what you said.
No, I was. I said maybe my alt button has died.
No, because it wouldn't have changed. Wouldn't change from heavy lift or not.
True.
I'm plugging my headset in so I can't hear you for a few seconds. Now I should be able to hear you.
Yes, I don't know. If anybody comes in, I'll ask them. They might have some ideas.
Oh my God, it's still saying I can't join.
Why?
Because of the greenhouse.
I didn't turn any of them off. Are they still updating?
No, because there's no update.
Which greenhouse, and I can shut it off at my end.
Yes. Go back into my It is. Wait a minute.
Hang on, I'm just leaving.
It's called New Greenhouses by Shabbat.
Okay.
And better contract. Lumberjack.
What?
Metal shell. Have you updated lately?
Hang on, I'll check. I checked this morning. Updates.
Multi-fruit voice.
Holy shit!
Lizard.
Everything needs done. When the hell did all that... What? This must have been playing up for a while.
Funny that.
I'm just telling you everything's update. And it's not updating. Okay, folks that are listening, what is going on with Granny? Well, I don't know what I did. I went into flight mode, and since then the heavy lift by using Alt don't work, but it might now with all these updates. But I don't. It's getting to the stage where I'll be uninstalling Farming Sim and restarting, but we'll see if we can get through tonight. Hey, something has gone skew with, but I haven't had any updates for ages, but now you see I've got a heap. I'm just about through them. And I verified files a while ago, about a week ago. The last one updating. I have no more updates. Right, we'll try again. Oh, the joys.
Can't spell name either on yet.
Who can't?
You.
Because I put IE instead of Y.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing who's awake. No one's in chat yet. They're not talking to me. I didn't see if Clutch was on or any of the big boys. That is okay. We'll have our fun. Oh, it's the back of the chair. So welcome along to iSLAND Life 16X by cAZZ64. It's in test mode. Hopefully it will be out in a couple of weeks for you lot. Out of curiosity, I'm going to see if I can lift anything. Because I lifted all these. Now we've got all the equipment that you start with, minus. Oh look, I can lift. So I swapped the plough out. I don't like the blue one. Eh? The blue one I didn't like. I enlarged one of these.
Telling me that the stuff still not installed.
It won't what?
I still can't get in.
Yeah, well, I'm in the farm. So I bought another fertiliser. I bought a roller. I bought a wrapper and a bale trailer.
You have to stay in the horse pasture, the auto load, the metal shelving, the greenhouse.
Yeah, well, I've done all them.
Island Life, the road runner, and I've got the up-to-date island log, easy development.
Yeah, I had all of those.
Yeah, well, now I say I'm waiting that I'm not.
So, what, you're going to have to close and update again?
Well, there's saying there's no update available.
Yeah, well, that's what mine was saying. And then all of a sudden all that log came in. Well, do you want me to check that all mine did update?
Or something's going on.
This is the joys of trying to go live, folks. Oh my god. They're all back again. Update. Back. Oh, grain mill is updating. %. Horse pasture. Update. Back. Traffic. Update. Hello Todster, welcome along to whatever we're doing tonight because we don't know. Everything seems to suddenly need an update.
What's that on?
New glass houses. So we're not quite sure what's going on. Why the updates?
Hey everybody.
Sarge
Sorry
is,
for the black screen.
Sarge is trying hard to get, until all my updates are sorting themselves. But how are you, Topsa? I hope you are well. Yeah, Sarge was back at the dentist again today.
Enlarge myself.
You what?
just put my camera on like big screen. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's well? Hey Tosca, should have checked all this before starting stream, really.
Well, I was trying to, wasn't I? And we thought we had it right because the camera came right. And we said, right, we won't worry about heavy lift.
Yeah, well, we should have checked the mods first. Take the over the
Hello, Lone Star, welcome along. Right, I'm just waiting a couple of seconds and then I'll go back into the updates. And they're all back again.
Really? Did you shut the game down and restart the game?
Yeah, do you want me to do it again?
Yeah.
See if they just...
We'll give it a couple. Wait. I was going to say wait a couple of seconds because I'll just transfer all my mods that I transferred onto yours back onto mine to see if it picks it up.
Well,
Hey, Lone Star, how's it going, buddy?
I'm only in the downloadable content. I haven't gone past that yet.
We'll try starting a multiplayer.
I'm going to go select all on the mods, okay?
Yeah, no worries.
See if that makes any flipping difference.
Feeling a bit gummy.
Has anyone else been having this problem with farming sim? Or is it just Granny? All I did was go into flight mode earlier today when I was checking a map out.
My game is like stuck on the loading screen. Oops. Right, I shall shrink my ugly mud back in.
Right, we're at 23% going into a multi. Wish us luck. We will need it.
Yeah, well, I should be able to check even though you're still loading in. Well, it'll let me join.
It will.
Yep. Here's Brian.
Oh, I'm 100%.
Hey.
Right, I'm in. Sarge has joined the server. Boom! Oh, the joys. I really need to put a cover on my seat up here. It's starting to look really bad. But he's not here yet. But yeah, the chicken are here. I put that in. I put that in.
Get into the Christmas spirit.
Put that in. The plough I put in. The 2 fertiliser and limer I put in. The roller. And the wrapper. Everything else is in game. Right, is he here?
Here's Mr. Topster. For 5 months in a row. Much appreciated, sir.
Oh, look, there's the Sarge. Yeah. So far.
References are always welcome, sir.
You can buy another harvester to your liking.
Well,
All the equipment is what comes with the map that we're using. Was getting ready for bed and saw you all were streaming, so I'll be lurking. That's fine. We don't mind lurkers. Oh, there's Sarge. Hello.
look, the game must still be loading. I just joined the farm.
Promote to farm manager. There you go.
Hey, look at that. The map's saying that you've got no crops in. Look, there they are.
Yeah, we're working in field 32, at least I am. But I've got...
Oh, the chocolate's not for you.
It's what?
He's trying to get into the favourites. So did you say to buy the biggest?
Yeah, that's what I've got. The biggest harvester.
What? No.
Well, I don't think so. My one only goes to big. You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, did I put petrol in the petrol tank? Because I put that in too.
Why is the game waving?
The silo is empty. Okay. I've left the wee blue lights on everywhere. I normally play without them now. Are you right there, Sarge?
Evil, like grannie.
Eh?
What?
What? Right, I'm going over to 32. Why can't I tab? Oh no! There are no tally ports on. So I have to run. You know I selected all the mods?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my Rye's withered. Why would that wither? I'm not on seasons. Am I? No. Okay. Hello, cAZZ64. How are you? There's no problem
hello to you too, Stu.
with your map so far. It's just Granny's. I put no teleport on, but I wanted it turned off for tonight. But then we had problems.
And where is the shop?
Across the road from the farm. Oh, and there's one on the... I think it's actually at the farm. So just buy your harvester.
Yeah.
And if it's not on the farm grounds, down by the tractors...
Yeah, I think I've found it.
What do you mean you think? But my harvester only goes to big. So it must be the next one down. Because you'll be get the beast, won't you?
Yeah, and it's not big yet. So not
Hello,
the shop.
Jim. How are you, dear?
Today we are doing Alan Life.
Right, there's the silly truck with the trailers. Well, the truck's not silly, it's the trailers. I'm being good. I'm using a auger wagon. I think that's what it's called. It comes with the farm. Oh my god, I've still got to go all the way over here.
Well, that is true, Scuba, but you can tell her that.
What? That I was silly by not putting turning the teleport off.
No.
For wrecking farm sim. We haven't got much more to do on here, but we've got a heap of grass to do. And we need grass, hay and silo millage. All the equipment's at the farm, so once we've got this harvested, we'll start that. Right. So this is a clause. A cAZZ one. Hello, Scuba. How are you? But yeah, I don't know what's happening with farming sim. I really don't know. I haven't had any updates.
Well, I'll do field 8.
Field what?
8.
Okay. What's field?
This is the only one ready. Is my stream lagging for you guys?
I'm in the thingy. Oh, 8's the one by the farm. Field 38's ready, 36 is ready. But if you do that, then I can start on doing the grass. You can join me there. You're Scuba Stephen. I'm alright, just got home from work. I'm fine, thank you. Life seems to have settled down again a wee bit. Sarge is feeling a lot better after a dentist trip again today. Oh, pardon me, no doubt he'll tell you all about that. Another, other,
does my stream lagging for you? Does it look like it's lagging on my end?
yeah, I'm not lagging.
No, not the game.
If you get the nervous shiver, don't go over 48. Because then it doesn't do it. That's giants.
It's just on my end, it looked like a lagging come down.
Mm. So yeah, do this field, the one he's doing. See if we can get some animals in. They mightn't have food straight away, but we can work on that. I've put TMR thingy in and a piggy thingy in of cAZZ's.
Did you say you needed straw?
Yes, we need straw. And we're baling it. I'm into baling, folks. I don't know why. It's more fun than... Ow.
Hey, Flash.
Hello, Flash.
Hopefully getting a new game. Game soon.
Don't you
I
dare.
can record it this week.
He's going to upset me. He's going to get a game that I love.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla is 67% off. So it's about 33 New Zealand dollars.
It's a game that I got the whole just about all the collection up to Black Flag on Xbox. And a few first edition ornaments. Is that what you call them?
And Umbra, I'll have to catch up with you in a few days. First work out either streaming or recording Grounded.
How are you viewers in the background? Welcome along. I try not to ignore people. Oh, Todd's just subscribed. For 5 months in a row. Wow. I feel special. Thank you. I'm a bit slow when it comes to chat at times. cAZZ, I'm in the middle of using our modded vehicles for contract missions on this map. Cool. Are you putting field fences around this map too? I love my fences, otherwise I'll have to do it myself. Just a
Why have you been banned from stream?
Who?
Flash?
Thank you for
Did
that,
you
Brian.
not talk to the Mrs.
And
Knight?
welcome along. But what else has we been doing? I've got a whole garden in. If you're on my Facebook, you'll see my recycling of stuff.
Oh, who's been a naughty boy? Did she put you in the dog box too?
Hell no, haven't even finished across the ditch ones yet. Oh, it's a challenge putting fences up. I love fences. But I unticked all the stuff I didn't need on this map. Because I thought, oh yep, there's no old machine. Oh, excuse me, got an itchy nose. So I won't have them. But then this all started. So as you would have heard, I clicked them all. Don't know what happened. Don't know where all those updates came from. They weren't there this morning. They weren't there this afternoon.
So you went on a spendy.
Fences are good, especially if you can't drive through them. It is more natural. Well, in New Zealand it is. Everyone has fences, except in the big stations up on the hills. They don't need them up there because the hills are mountains. I think they might have one or two separating properties. But no, fences. I understand in America you don't have fences so much. Aussie has fences to a certain degree. Usually kangaroo ones. Excuse me. But no, I like fences. Oh, I downloaded Ettingham Park.
Your
So
granny trying to work out how to get the new season pass.
Great British thing.
Be Christmas time.
It's not Great British. Europe fences, New Zealand fences, Aussie does some. But then American fields are humongous, aren't they? So. And what were you picking on me for?
Nothing. I wasn't picking on you. I'm not down there to pick on you.
This is going to drive me mad now. I'm not no teleporting. It's going to be a challenge. So this is the auger.
Well, at least we don't have manual attack or manual refuel.
You had them and the manual refill didn't work. You wouldn't, you didn't actually pick a hose up and look silly. And what was the other one you said? Manual attach.
Yeah.
It only worked for you when it felt like it. So I think this is an auger wagon. A 2000 Hall Master. I think that's Alma's. And what worries me, when you're driving it, this ladder is so low to the ground, I'm worried about hitting the ground with it. So I've been using that. We've had one truckload out of here. Okay, Lone Star, thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. And I know you're busy with your maps and work, and it's Christmas after all. So yeah, this is a rare sight to see me using the big boys. Oh, there we go. Come on, we can do this. Thank you, Brian. And the rest of you, anyone can put up their links to their streams. You're all welcome, whether it's YouTube or Twitch. I upload to YouTube on a Sunday, except for the last 2 weeks because I just haven't been able to stream because of family things and that.
I haven't been able to because of my toothy teeth, but now they're out.
Yeah, well, you're on the menu now.
It'll be a schedule, well, semi-schedule going out. Because I'm thinking of bringing...
Now I've got to push a button. O? Is it O? I thought it was O. Oh, there it is.
Turning down video settings. How do I turn down video settings?
Who's telling you to turn the video sounds down?
Well, encoder is overloaded because instead of turning down video settings, I'm using a faster encoder preset. I know what happened.
I'm glad you do. Right, we load into this one. Now I have trouble with these trailers working back to front. Whilst testing your chat bot, there was a Streamlabs update and I got turned off for a bunch of people. I went in and turned it on for you and wanted to make sure it worked. Oh, thank you, Brian. We'd be lost without you.
What happened?
He was testing the chat bot. There was a Streamlabs update and it got turned off for a bunch of people. I went in and turned it on for you and wanted to make sure it worked.
Yeah, Brian.
Unfortunately, Brian, I don't really understand all that, but thank you anyway. Hello,
Basically
viewers.
Made you like the notifications.
Ah. I'll take these back to the farm. Oh, it's empty.
Games.
We'll push that so it goes back.
I need to jump out of game for a second.
Okay, I'll be here, paddling away through.
I don't know what the hell is going on.
We've had one of those nights. Right, we're attempt to drive. I keep getting stuck in the gateway with these. It's alright, I'll get used to it. It's not bad inside.
Can't really slow. Sorry about this, people.
Hey, Anybody? Oh, I got a ticket. $23. And I had my speed set for 47.
Try and see what it does.
It's a lovely wee map. All sorts of little surprises around the corners. And are you well, cAZZ?
My graphics card.
I heard a train. Where'd that train come from?
Bear with me, people.
Bear with me, says. Alright. Take
Well,
it.
that's probably why. My G-force has signed itself out. And
Oh, I've made it. No, I didn't make it. I took it wide.
Anyway, how's everybody going? Everybody got the Christmas shopping done?
Go up to the other gate, see if that makes a difference.
Well, I haven't even started.
My next pay, I've got to get it all done.
I'm waiting for this.
Hey?
I'm talking to people.
You're talking to people, that's nice. Right, go round. Oh, I need to move that. Right. Whoa, on with the brakes. Oh, the back one's going. Okay, so we have to move it to the front one. Where's my thing? It can't do two at the same time. Okay. There it is. This is why I don't use this trailer.
Oh, you dumbass. Okay.
Oh, there's a train going through. Right, now move forward. Go to that trailer.
What game are you playing on the mobile?
It's got nothing in it. Oh no. So bring it back to that one.
Might have to look up that one.
Right, away we go again.
I've got to sort through my phone because I'm at like 8%.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Oh, no.
and I can't work out what is pulling it. Could be random or okay. And TikTok.
One of these days I'm going to get stuck there and there's going to be a train. Then I'll learn to fly. And every time I go across the railway line I hear a horn tooting.
You're bouncing off the steering wheel and hit on the wall.
No, I think cAZZ has put a sound in. To scare me every time. I wouldn't put it past him. cAZZ. So there's all the animals along here. But we've got a grass field here and a grass field over there. So we might make that one the silage one.
Yeah, I've been
And that
zippy one.
start off with grass and hay. Get out of my way, car. Now I've got to park this. And jump out. Jump in.
we catch up with them.
Oh, it's very strange not having tick. But it's more natural. The reason I got the no teleport was for a more realistic effect.
And harvester is too fast for the field.
Is it?
Yeah, it's left like patches.
Yeah. Or is it because it's the first time it's been done, that one?
No, it's left pit. Or no, it's because it's on a angle, I'm guessing. Like the alley.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't worry. And plus
We
against
get
the
it
loading
too.
and disappearing crops. Where it's already been out of
No, you just stay put. Oh, it's so rude.
because I've been looking at that zombie survival game
I've got that many games on my wish list.
seen on YouTube ads.
But my first thing I've got to get is my Farming Sim second year pack. $62. New Zealand currency, that is. A lot of money. So I think that will be after Christmas. It'll be about end of January, February, I would say. Because we've got Bina's birthday in January.
Told her I was buying her socks for Christmas.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to get her. She always wants money.
Aye?
She always wants money. But I thought I might get her a card from one of the firms. I'm not going to say in case she's listening.
I'll get her a gift
Get
card
your...
for Annie.
maybe I should, Kaz. Kaz has just said, get your supporters to gift you one. Yeah, well, that'd be an idea. Anyone feeling rich? Want to gift me a 2-year pass? I mean, second year pass. That's the only thing I'm missing, the same as Sarge. He would say no to it. Wouldn't say no, rather. It's very expensive here.
At this time of year, I'd say no, keeping you like Christmas.
Yeah, they're all busy with their Christmas. Have you got all your Christmas presents, Kaz? We do a secret Santa amongst us adults and just buy for the kids. Bina's actually spoiled because she's sort of past the kids stage. Oh, I don't know if she's told everyone, but she has got herself a job, an apprenticeship. It's called a pre-apprenticeship course, where they put her through all the different things and then they decide where she'll be good at. So yay!
Hey, why is that not empty?
And that cup of tea tastes yummy.
Well, that sucks. Oh, there we go.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, well, I had the spout of the harvester over the silo, and if it was too far forward on the trigger, it wasn't empty.
I have that sort of trouble.
Oh, baby,
A
baby.
pedal car for your wee moko. Oh, cool. You'll love that.
Oh, well, I had to do the contracts
Why?
because it's the CAD on field 45, wherever that is.
On the map. What are you doing in contracts?
Aye?
Are you waiting for me to start the grass off?
Well, I finished my field, so I was going to do all the way down here.
Where is 45? Oh, there's 46. Oh, that's a wee one.
No, 45.
Yeah. 40.
On my one, it's white.
I don't know what it is.
Under contract, it's a... Oh. But on on the map, it's white.
So you could get down there and find out it's cotton. What does it say it is?
Oats.
Yeah, on my one it says oats. I haven't found any collectibles, but then I don't really worry about the collectibles. If I've come across them, that's fine. So I haven't found any around the farmyard. I have not changed much on the farmyard, just put in some things, as I said earlier.
Nobody look.
But I'm trying hard, as usual, to see if I can break the map. Sorry, cAZZ. If I can break the game, I can surely. But so far, Granny hasn't. Is it a Ford pedal car, I hope? Or did you get one of those police ones? No, they're electric, aren't they? Kids these days are so lucky, like they get all these motorbikes that are battery powered and wee cars and that. I got my sister's bike handed down to me. That was mine, one Christmas. So I stripped it and painted it. I did that about 5-10 times. I don't think I could fix a puncture if I tried now. Sarge has got a puncture on Bina's bike to fix. We've got the tube here somewhere. Have you found that yet, Sarge?
What?
The tube for Bina's bike.
No.
See? Must be in the garage somewhere. Might be just easy to buy a new one.
This one. Thinking, have you turned traffic off?
Why would I turn graphics off?
Traffic. I know I'm gummy.
Turn what off?
Beep beep on my car.
How can I turn them off?
Just go back to sleep, really. Look, I was asking because I'm going down the road, in the middle of the road with my heater. Hey, Urix, how's it going?
But traffic is on. And
What?
Traffic's on.
That's what I was asking.
Yeah, no, traffic's on. Sorry. It's alright, I made it down here.
What's the thing?
Isn't this professional
That's
of
good
me?
that it's going. Bumble, good.
I reckon I'm really good at farming now, the best granny farmer there is. I'm farming some 22.
Now, are the barrier arms collision or non-collision?
Yeah, they were.
Collision.
Why, have you got a train?
No, I am driving down the road with a heater attached to my harvester.
Oh. So for those that don't know, Sarge_NZ is that voice in the
Because I'm
background.
being stubborn, Urix. I'm
Thank
just
you.
hoping there's no train coming.
Thank you.
And
Rollers 1, 2, 3.
there's
Welcome
Bumbles
along.
in
Thank you
the
for
own
following.
because he hasn't had his nightly treat. So if you hear him, that's why.
And how are you, Yorix? Great, I haven't seen you for a while. You've been working hard, have you? Right,
I'm glad that
sit down here, wait for the next one.
when cAZZ and they put the trees in, that they left enough space for the heater to go down the middle of the road.
Did you get the beast?
Mm-hmm.
Doing okay, just took a break from all social media and streaming. Yeah, well, we have to do that now. I had 2 weeks. It wasn't because I wanted to, but I actually feel good for having that fortnight break.
Let's just go down the wrong road. No.
But that's all right.
Would you stop staring at me, Bumble?
was going to say, I'm not staring at you. Hello, viewers. Welcome along. Sarge_NZ is streaming on Twitch as well. My darling little son. Not that he's little.
I believe you've got your own tree. Here, chunkers. Big chunkers.
Because I haven't got the teleport on, I can't just jump down and throw his machinery around.
The hell am I hitting?
Oh, how do I know what you're hitting? So, has everyone been well? Oh, excuse me. First,
I managed to get past 2 trees and then hit another.
It's alright, he can't drive on a good day. It's too... See, he's used to the old equipment that I use, where you just duck round things.
No, I'm going to coin it. Coin worst driver in Farmington. Gee, the traffic fair motors.
I thought that was Mouse.
That too.
So you have to...
Okay, I'll be the second.
Okay, I'll give you the second.
Oh, do you want to be the second?
No, I'm the bestest. I'm the bestest granny farming sim person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm going to have to buy a mixer thing to make the cows' food. Because I'm going to try be realistic. Instead of buying... Well, I've got the machine there that will make it, but when we start off, we'll have to mix it. Rolex, how are you, darling? Thank you for the little icon. So we'll just sneaky up here. Nope. Won't take long to finish this. Where is he? Bet you I'm not out far enough, because he's got a real long spouty thing. Pipe, whatever you call them.
You like long pipes, Granny?
Granny's not answering. Because I know you're being naughty. Oh, I'm doing great, thank you. Rolos. I haven't had a Rolo for ages.
I was going to buy you some, but it was like $4 for a small packet.
Yeah, I know.
And then I was going to buy you one of those trombone, trumpet chocolate things, the triangle things.
Oh, those are hopeless. They're expensive. Trombones, or whatever it...
What? Yeah, whatever they're called.
No, they're too expensive. Because they're not much in them.
Can you fit under? No, I'm going over you.
But yeah, we're
I
all...
need to take a shortcut.
Sarge and I both have lost a bit of weight and we're happy with it, so...
A bit. I've lost, what, 13 kilos.
Yeah, well, I've only lost a few because I don't want to lose too much. We're doing the funny eat healthy thing, but we do have our treats.
Mine's due to not being able to eat things.
Yeah, once his gums are right, he's going to have some steak, eggs and chips, and then a burger.
Once my gums come right, I'm going down to the local cafe and having a big breakfast.
So he's got plans.
I'm going to ask him to take it away because I'm not going to sit there and embarrass myself and dribble all over myself.
Why?
Even though they'll probably supply the bib.
I thought you were going to make a homemade one.
No.
One of my biggies. It looks familiar. It is Island Life by cAZZ64. It hasn't been released yet.
If you put exclamation mark Kaz in Granny's and my cat, it'll take you to bring up a link to their Facebook page.
He doesn't put them through Giants anymore. I'm not saying why, but you can get them
We'll
through
stick this dude on a work, eh?
his Facebook.
Whoops, no.
So if someone can
Keep
chuck
it
cAZZ's
outdoors.
Facebook up, I will be really appreciative.
Yeah, buttons.
I keep getting ahead. What about buttons?
No, I keep hitting the wrong button.
Well, you did say you're the second worst.
Okay.
You got it?
Why can't I hire a worker on a contract?
I don't know. You should be able to.
It's not letting me.
Because I've got a worker driving the harvester.
Yeah, it's just H is just letting me open AI worker menu.
Oh,
The cAZZ is still about my pay to double check that. Right, I'm back in a second. I'm flying your bubble.
so there we are, guys, if you're listening. You can't hire a worker on a contract, which is interesting.
Yeah, no, on the contract, I won't be hire a worker.
So you have to do it yourself.
Yep.
Interesting. But yeah, this map should be out. I'm hoping to get it out in the next couple, in about 2 weeks. So that'll be about Christmas time, won't it? Or just after. As long as we don't find anything drastically on. Yeah, I've beaten the harvester down here, which isn't hard. I'm trying to be big, I mean good, and not bring in all my old equipment for testing the map. It's really easier to do it this way.
You put me back over there. So I can put my end back over there.
While we're waiting for the harvester, I'll show you the map. And yes, that is a volcano in the top corner. Just don't go there, might get crispy-fied. There's a train there.
But I'll check it after spring as well for the
Yeah.
higher content.
I thought there was 2 trains. Is it just one? Oh no, there's a second train down here.
That's alright, Yurks.
Down
I'm not going anywhere anytime soon-ish.
at the farm is here. You start off with that. In field 8 and 7. You have to buy all these. Field 17 is right here. It's off a wee side street. Just don't get too carried away with the harvesting of it. There's Sarge. We've got
If
Southern
you wanted extra straw, Granny, you
Diesel.
come down with a straw picker up right.
But I'm just about finished here. So I'll have to buy one. A straw. cAZZ hasn't got one, has he?
I don't think so.
I'm just looking through. Oh yeah,
Or
he has.
buy that new round beta thing and bring it down.
Silage allocative tank. What does that do?
I don't know.
Oh
I've
no,
seen it though.
I can make it beast. That sounds good. 15,000,000. So yeah, we're nearly finished here. But yeah, I've emptied out a lot of maps. I've only got 3. This one, Wild West and Ettingham at the moment. There's the choo-choo. Time to see a steam train go round. But that's me. Joys of being old, I suppose. I remember travelling on the old steamers.
Well, you'd remember the old Flintstone cars too, back in the
No,
day.
I don't remember the old Flintstone cars. But we used to lie in bed because the train track was across one of the fields, and you'd hear it rumbling through, and then you hear the horn. Oh, it was such a lovely sound. Not like the old diesel horns. And I travelled on them a few times. It was really nice.
Just on petrol. Hmm?
There's nothing beat the old steamers.
You get more pets if you sat on the lap, though.
But like all things, we've got to modernise, don't we?
Oh, petrol prices were way lower today too.
Were they? They need to come down.
I managed to get just over 8 litres for $20 instead of 7 litres for $20.
Oh, well, that's good. Yeah, see, I put 20 in my car the other day.
And I think it was like $2.30. $2.35 a litre.
Yeah, well, depending over Christmas how the money goes, I might put another 20 in it. I'm getting good at this, don't you think, folks? So what's everybody plans for Christmas? Staying at home?
All part of me.
We're going around to my daughter's.
Yeah, I'm on barbecue duty.
You love doing the barbecue. Because we're just having a barbecue and a bit of pudding afterwards. We're sick of all the leftover food. And with Sarge not eating so much, we don't want so many leftovers. Because he's looking really good.
Well, it'll be higher now, dude.
Eh? I'll have to buy a muley.
Pay
So you can eat your sausages and your...
$2.89 for a US gallon, which is $3.78 a litre. Jeez, yeah, it was nearly $3 a litre here a month ago.
Mm. Yeah, well, the Prime
With
Minister's
my
saying...
little car, I put $20 in it and it gives me half a litre back, so I'm happy. That keeps me running for a week.
Well, I didn't get half. I used to get a half for $20. Now I don't.
Remember your car was quite low though.
Mm.
Well, in saying that, my petrol light can be on and I put $20 in.
Our cars are
Either
about the
be
same.
half or just over half.
Yeah, our cars are about the same size. Well, mine's a, what? Oh, mine's a 1300. Came down from a 15. What the hell is he doing?
Oh,
Stupid harvester, he's backing up. Come on, I want to catch up with you. He was backing down the field. Wasting petrol.
well then.
I learned the other day that harvesters have they were John Deere harvesters. And they've got you don't just stop them, they've got to have a 10-minute cool down.
Oops.
And they use a horrendous amount of petrol when they do that.
Oh, I tried to do a kitty cam for you.
Thank you.
Damn it, why didn't you zoom in?
Can I?
Yeah. It's gonna be turned off since that's not gonna work. Hey Hogwarts, how's it going?
Hello, Hogwarts. Now, will I be able to do this with the trees?
I'll have to probably swap cameras around and do a kitty cam.
No, I'm not going to be able to. Otherwise, he's going to crash, and that'll be messy.
Granny, Hogwarts says hi.
I said hello, Hogwarts.
Oh, I didn't hear.
No.
Yeah, I told her the other day. And she seen it in Discord as well.
Yeah, Granny's been very busy with one thing and another.
Yeah, she's just saying, tell Granny that she's got a new girlfriend.
I know. And hope that it's all going well. Just do a wee bit of a drift there. Go over here and wait for the harvester.
She says, it's going, Granny. I am very happy. Is Kiwi in chat, is she?
I haven't seen her. She might be sitting, lurking. Stop! 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 Sucker. Had to do that. He needs to buy a real...
Normally your Kiwis in chat say g'day anyway.
Yeah.
Very nice. I know she's been busy organising her new stuff for work.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to see if I get run over by the train, and now the train comes through.
AI worker has stopped manually.
Yeah, that was me. I took over the harvester.
Philip points at you and goes, haha.
Who does?
Phil
That's not nice.
or Umbra
Why? What did I do?
about missing the train.
Oh. It's alright, I'll bite my
Yeah, I was telling her about that this morning about the PS5 and how much it cost you and how much it is here.
Well, Zippy's dad still hasn't managed to get one.
Yeah, well, I try and get a high voice, but I don't want to overdo my TCPs. Well, my gummies. But once I get this patch, I'll tip it up.
Oh, wrong button. I am going to have to run all the way back.
Go into flight mode if you can.
I don't know if I'm brave to. After what happened this afternoon.
Well, that's true.
But I suppose it can only happen again. But it must have...
There you go, Phil.
My farming sim must have done a bunk some part of today.
Actually, I can do 1 minute. Where is it?
I think I've got a trailer for this. Yes, I have, because cAZZ put it in
Will
there,
it
didn't he?
work? Come on.
Right, so we've got this one done.
Is that better?
No. Are we in the right spot?
The great thing about having voice mod.
It's on there.
Hmm?
No, I don't think it's right.
What are you trying to do?
Pick up the trailer. Oh, there it is. No, missed it.
Oh, I've got a bowl of porridge here.
But the header's not really sitting on the trailer properly. I thought they snap locked on. Jesus!
No, back in a second.
Jeez, give me heart failure. Oh, that's the dog, sorry. But it was a cat.
Well, that woke us up.
Yeah, sorry ears for anyone that had a headphone on. But yeah, as I was saying, it's not sitting, I don't think, right.
Well, take me now.
Ooh, I wish you wouldn't do that. It's bad enough when you're in bed at night, you know, silence of night. And you'll hear a hedgehog or something. There's the piggy thing I put in.
Yeah.
And just up here, there's the cow barn, I think you call it, or cow shed. And I've put in a, pardon me, thing in there. But there's no manure thing, so I'll have to see if Sarge can drop one in somewhere. Yeah,
Did you get the straw picker upper?
yeah, I'm just getting back to the farm, okay?
I was just asking.
I've got to go and get me truck and trailer. He's a demanding man. Oh, the doors open by themselves. That's good. Very good. Okay, flight mode to go and get the truck. Flight mode there, on. Flight state on. Go to little man. Speed him up. I think that's all I've got to do. Upsy, 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 upsy. Now that's slow.
Did you put it on 14?
No, I didn't turn the other thing eating on. Whee! Beat the train. Chugga 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 beep beep. Auger. Oh, I've got the auger and the truck to get.
That's why I like the beast mode on this harvester, because it's only at 4% and I'm halfway down the field.
Oh, this is silly. This is silly, silly, silly. So you've got to turn it all off to get in the tractor. Might have to come back and get the truck.
Well, do you want me to come over and pick up the...
Truck?
Well, I was going to...
Or pick up the straw thingy.
Yeah.
Then how will I get down there?
Down where?
Where you are to get the straw.
Well, that's you probably.
You can come and get the truck.
What do you need the truck for?
Take it home. We're sitting in the middle of 32. Well, at the edge of 32.
Where's 32?
Down past the animals and by the KFC. It's the field almond. See, this is why you don't have teleporting on in multi. Can't see him incoming. But I think he's down that way. Whoop.
Did you just do... Oh, it is truck.
Was that you flying past me?
Yep.
Yeah, you can either empty it or just put her covers on in case it rains. And don't it just opposite the sheep is a camera. But the truck sets at 48 if you just use 3. What?
A bird.
Oh, I thought you were growling.
No. Oh, it's just starting to get...
I have to put put the
Long underneath
straw in the
the-
silo.
Basically, I'll be a ribbit. Look, I just cost you $72.
Oh, I told you. And we're short of money. We've only got 3 million odd. No, don't be lazy. Oh, great. No, I bought that beastie thing.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what's tucked in the garage here?
What?
The same thing. So I've got 2 of them now.
Yeah, well,
Why can't it go back?
got these emptied into the silo? Or
Well, I
what?
prefer to put them in the silo. Because that's where I'm sticking everything. So this is the fent, and we've got those over there. The clauses in a JCB. Right, now to find our way down to...
Mhm. Switch to back. No, back one doesn't need empty. Tiny.
You didn't see that. I didn't do it. Do you want to ride down? Because the passenger thingy's on. It says. Just do it the easy way.
I don't think it works for that tractor though.
Yeah, it says switch to passenger street.
Street?
Control G. No, not that control. Control G. I don't know where I am. Yeah, you jump in. And you drive.
Oh, what? Make me do all the hard yarn?
Hello.
Hello.
We found some way around this non-teleport thing. Don't we use roads?
Yeah, I was just taking it wide.
Uh-huh. This is rather cute, being able to... I can even look at my seat. So much easier on my fingers. So there you are, passenger mode. Doesn't work on everything. But it's left control. Not right like I thought it was. I know I'm a brave woman, Urix. I know how he drives. He's getting better. He says his car doesn't know how to go slow, is his story. Isn't it, Sarge?
Yep.
But he'd save a lot more petrol if he went a bit slower. But he's not as bad as my daughter. No, now I've got a sore head. Ow.
And I only slightly turned that corner then.
They seem to slide a lot. My daughter, I was travelling with her not so long ago. She was doing 60. A policeman coming towards her. And she goes, uh-oh. Took her foot off the accelerator. She knows not to brake. And he turned up a side road. Now, if that had been me, his lights would have been on. I would have been pulled over. I would have got a ticket. I told her it's because she looked cute.
It's just like the
Or
cops
he was
around
going
here.
off
mate.
duty. Off duty, going home.
The cops here are going like 60 and 50.
Yeah, I know. Same as indicators. They don't know what they are half the time. If I start talking funny, you know it's because I hit my head. Ooh, what's that place?
McDonald's.
Ugh.
Traction control must be turned off on this tractor.
Is that what it is?
Well, I'm only slightly turning in that. I agree with you there. BK is better.
Yep, anything's better than McDonald's. McDonald's, a fart, and
But
a...
then again, I did the day before getting my teeth pulled, I did order 2 Big Macs.
Sarge,
Mm-hmm.
Yorick Swede says McDonald's a fart and a piss and you are hungry again.
Basically.
I don't like them. I might as well eat a tyre. They did have a chicken thing years ago, a long skinny thing, but it had that cardboard bread round it. And it just...
BK's not hard to find. Just down the road from us.
Are they open again?
Yeah. Because all the high school students go there for lunch.
Oh. Okay, thank you for bringing me down. I presume I'd have to jump out to jump back in.
Probably.
Oops, there's a bit there. What does that
Well,
say? Oh, look, there.
only 3 in the city.
TMMOAG Island Life. That is cAZZ's logo thingy.
Yeah, well, that's true. There's more Macca's than KFC than anything else.
I don't like Macca's. I like KFC. I like Burger King now and again. I like Chinese a lot.
Yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to go and buy Starbucks.
Who? Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Oh, that's the new one, isn't it?
Yeah. And next week I want to try the pizza place.
What,
Hey, Mr. Jones.
which pizza place?
Vinny's or whatever it is in the mall.
Oh,
They do huge pizza.
I don't think I need to walk around the mall properly. Are they inside?
Out where Starbucks is.
I don't know where Starbucks is.
Out by the muffin break. Go out those doors.
Where I get my hakama hole.
Yeah, but in between the 2 doors.
No. Oh, I know. So you're going to party up, are you?
Well, yeah. You watch me put on my 13 kilo again.
No, I won't let you. I'll make you go for walks with me.
Well, I can wake you about 8 o'clock to go for morning walks.
No, that's too early. I don't get to sleep until late. You know that. I get up at 9:30.
Well,
Unless there's work.
quarter to 3 in the afternoon.
I keep telling myself I should.
You can come down and
Pick the wee
walk
fella
down
up.
and pick wee men up.
Yeah, he likes that, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I really need to get some walking in.
And how did your trucking go, Mr. Jones?
Yeah, I tried finding him, but I couldn't find him because it came up on my phone. So I don't know what happened there. But going by all the things my computer's been doing, who knows? But we've had brilliant weather. I should have gone outside today and did a bit more gardening, but I'm trying to take it easy.
I've done 50% on this field.
Oh, very good. I do like the way we can pick the straw up.
There's a mod.
Yeah, I know. But it's really cool.
There's a pick straw up on contract or something.
Yeah.
Which works out quite well because if you need to make extra cash, you can.
Yeah, well, right at this moment, for the cows and the pigs, we'll need straw. Oh, there could be horses as well. So getting it this way means I can turn it off on the harvesters. We won't need to get
There's a
collected.
few lines. I had that happen not so long ago, and I had to use the if you got G-Force experience, to use that for the graphics. So it auto picks the graphics for your computer or whatnot, for your graphics card.
When you're free, The Whinger wants out.
Right, I'll be back in a second, people.
She's crying, so it's about the time of night. I'm not going to be... Whoop. Goes that way. Meow. So this is a claws picky uppy thingy. It's not my field, so I'm not going to be perfect with it. But yeah, it sounds like Sarge is going to get back into streaming, which I hope. I was going to start doing recordings, but he's my editor. He's trying to get me to do it myself, which I might have a go at. Because he can load a whole pile of music that I'm allowed to put in. It can't be hard. And anybody that watches it will not go, oh, Granny edited this. Why has he been doing this? Why is there big circles of straw, Sarge? Why have you got big circles of straw?
Because the harvester missed the pack, so I just went round circles. Huh?
Okay. Yeah, crop circles. I remember I did crop circles in 19. Do you remember that? Gee, that was hard to do, but I did it. Can't even remember what map it was on. Because I do crazy things like that. Something
Need
just...
to buy some more sparkling water this week too.
Why have you drunk that last bottle?
Oh, I want it now.
And you're due for antibiotics. Seeing it's 9 o'clock.
Well, I have to have food with it, so.
Yeah, so have it after stream then. I will remind you.
That's about right, Eric.
I don't know how much you make straw on here.
Usually I try and get old flavoured water droplets put in it. But I gave my last lot to Kiwi because I didn't like the taste of the water droplet. Got a tropical, but it didn't taste like tropical.
No, I can soon get more water. I think it's cheaper at the warehouse, to be honest.
No, brother. I'll just fill up my water bottle out of the tap.
Yeah, well, I don't like water, do I? And that's why I bought that bubbly water, but I haven't found a... I like peach tea, but once peach tea gets hot, it's foul.
Well, I've been drinking a lot of tap with the aches and pain in my gums. I've just been sticking the gob underneath the tap. Numbing it that way and drinking it at the same time.
Granny's not listening, la la la. We do have classes and cups and all those things that you drink out of. But no, he's been in terrific pain. It's not often my son
well,
is
Granny
here
won't
to
let
use-
me buy a jacuzzi.
A what?
A jacuzzi.
You can't afford a jacuzzi.
And
What's
there's heaps of tins of baked beans
I've got baked beans
to
in
make,
the cupboard.
to make the bubbles.
The jacuzzi does that.
Why not just get a swimming pool and then just apply the bubbles myself?
Hey, yay, yay. What am I going to do with you? I'd say send you to your room, but you live in there anyway.
You're not having any more treats, Bumble.
That cat has got you round his finger. Or paw, should I say.
He's sitting here staring at me and staring at where his feet are in the drawer.
So viewers, are you all fine there? In fact, I was just thinking Kaz will be scratching his head because I don't usually stream the test map. Maybe that's why we had all that trouble, Sarge.
All parties, what?
Maybe the reason we had all the trouble with farming sim was because I'm streaming one of Kaz's test maps.
We've streamed some of his test match.
Yeah, before, but it's been ages since I have. It's the shock, you know?
True.
Could be.
Well, it's just a shock that you're streaming again.
Well, I've got to get back into it. Tuesdays and Thursdays, and maybe in between. Because I'm thinking of doing extra ones.
Yeah, I'm thinking doing some daytime ones as well.
Yeah. Because little man's good if you're streaming anyway.
And he wants to stream with me on Saturdays.
Yeah, well, if you get back into that, that'll be Ark, won't it?
It'll be either Ark, Flashing Light, or
War Thunder.
War Thunder.
Yeah, I've got to get into War Thunder, get my planes up. He's getting so grumpy with me. But all they do is die. But I think it's because my planes are so low.
And you're not used to flying.
No. But that's okay.
You thought about getting World of Warships.
Yeah, I've looked at that, and it's free.
Yeah, so World of Tanks.
I don't know what they're like though.
Well, the warship one tops place.
Yeah, but have I got enough fingers?
I don't know.
Nor do I. But then I like...
Is World of Tank play to win? Pay to win? Yeah, well that's that out then.
Yeah, nah. If it costs money, nah.
Yeah, well that's for a number. Most games are pay to win. And I'll probably be doing Fortnite.
But then War Thunder's got your boats and your tanks anyway.
Yeah, but you just gotta unlock them.
Yeah, exactly. So you just got to get in and...
And Flash said that he's got World of Warships and it's fun.
Oh well, I'll look into that. As long as I don't get seasick, I'll be fine.
I can see you sitting behind the screen.
I've never vomited with seasickness. I just feel like I'm going to.
Yeah, because if I get it, I want to test out the submarines. They look cool.
Do they have submarines?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. You can't see where you're going.
You can see.
How can you? If you're in a submarine, you cannot see. If you hit land, it should be a big boom.
They put plexiglass windows in just for granny.
They'd need to. Yeah, I just write the controls down like I have for all the other games. Never been seasick, and I worked on ships.
Back into Silent Winter.
You worked on ships for 7 years. Wow. Yeah, no, just crossing with the ferry between South Island to North Island. The old stomach was going, look, and my dad used to have boats, and if it was a flat bottom one, I'd feel real crook, but with a keel, you know, the old V, like that, I'd be a lot better. So, the inboard motor was a lot better. So I don't know. I just avoid boats like the plague, because I can't swim anyway.
Well, we can put little arm floaties on you.
But in New Zealand, it's against the law not to have life vests on.
I think it's everywhere it's against the law.
Well, I watch Boat Zone, and it's only kids under a certain age that have to have them on, and then they don't put them on. If the boat goes down, you learn quickly to swim. Yeah, I know. But if it's too far out, nah, I can do a very small.
If it goes
puppy
down
dog.
when you're too far out, you become jackbait. Rah!
Yeah, I would be. I can't float. I can dog paddle in a fashion the width of a swimming pool. So I just play safe. I don't go in boats. I've tried to learn, but I'm scared of water. Is where I was thrown in as a child. My brothers used to throw us girls in. Think it's funny. As brothers do. So just a net. And even in the shower, I don't like water on my face because I'm afraid of drowning. Yeah, you can stop laughing any time. So I have baths.
Right, did that car? Where am I taking it to?
I swim in my own dirt, as they tell me. Now I'm going round in circles. But as you can see, this
What can I see?
trailer straw picky yuppie thing
Can you?
holds hips, which is really good.
It is.
So we're over 400,000 already. So was it fishing boats you were on, Nurix? Or were you in the Navy? Or some other sort of boat? Passengers thingy, what's it? Oh, somewhere along the way I'm supposed to say, don't forget to follow, don't forget to subscribe, and on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe on there. I think that's it. You know what to do. Thank you kindly. Oh, excuse me.
Probably would have been easier to get a header truck.
What are you doing?
Who?
You.
Driving down the roadway.
Yeah, we'll get a trailer for the heater when you get back. You might
Yeah,
be able to put it on better than I did.
Oh, just taking it to a car.
Well, I'm not looking, so I won't tell you off.
Makes you surprised cAZZ and that didn't make it a fold out trailer either.
I don't think you can get oh, like the wheels on the bottom.
Mm.
Yeah, I like that one. I always get that when I'm getting I don't know what it's called because it'd be the Fendt, whatever you make it, it's the grey one. Or black one, whichever colour you like to call it. I paint it red and then get the header because it's red.
Usually it's the case.
No, it's not a case. Yeah, it's a case heater. Can't think what the... God, that's going to annoy me. Harvesters.
The ideal.
Yeah, that's it, the ideal. When I go along, whoop. Yeah. See, Fendt, Massey Ferguson. Fendt, Massey. These. They're big little ones. Big little one, that's a bit of Dutch, isn't it? But they're very good. But cAZZ always supplies really good equipment. with his maps. But just remember, join his Facebook. Farming Simulator. Oh, what's it called?
Tailor-made farming.
Yeah, tailor-made farming
Or
simulator.
exclamation mark cAZZ in chat. Bring up the link.
There you are. Can someone put an exclamation cAZZ to put that link for Facebook in? And if you want his maps, you can. It's one place.
Oh,
And Papa Smurf, I think, is the other place, isn't it?
oh. Yeah.
Thank you.
But we don't have a link for Papa Smurf.
Yeah, if anyone's got Papa Smurf's
Cheers,
link,
Jurek.
you can put that in. Much appreciated. So, are you going to get back to streaming again, Urix, or just on a long break? Because we all have to have a break now and again. I think he just likes going around in circles, this guy. Thank you. There's Papa Smurfs for anybody wanting it.
Cheers again, Jurek.
You're wonderful, Urix. Big kiss for you.
And I might just scoot through here.
Supposedly adverts have been running, but I haven't heard anyone complaining about it. Has anyone had any adverts? Twitch and their
Yeah, I
wonders.
can't remember if 1 or 2 times more.
Because we've been going 1:37. I don't know. I did a test stream yesterday for from your new office. Working overnights, it is kind of hard to find time to steam. Yeah. When I was working the 3 to 11 shift, it was really hard.
Okay.
I had to rely on my nights off. But it was very tiring.
I've got that. Open that.
Because that was back when I was quite new to it, the whole thing.
Come on.
Yeah, big wheelie. I'm actually proud of myself. I don't crash as often as I used to. And roll equipment, and I must be getting better. I shouldn't really have said that, because you know what happens when you say things like that.
I can make it fit.
Make what fit.
I manoeuvred my harvester so the pipe can go in the cell trigger. It's
Ah,
covered. I don't
contract,
even have to use any lift, I can't even.
contract finished. 26,509.
If I close it and go fast forward. Oh, look at that.
How can you go fast forward?
I go forward fast.
Ah. I hate to think what you're doing. It can't be good.
Right now I've got to drive this thing back home. Or to the shop area to get a header for it. I mean a
Trailer.
trailer.
We're getting heaps of straw.
That's a good thing. Oh, pardon me. Across the free.
If it gets full, that'll be it. So I'm not coming down for what's left. But we're only at 37%, so I think I'll have ample.
You should do.
I didn't realise how much these held. Yeah, zillions. On the last strip now.
Oh, pick that up.
strength's very good. And round. And... oh.
That'll make life a lot easier.
Uric. So I've got logging and field work going on Wild West right now. I don't do logging. I've tried logging. I did one the other day of logging of Silver Run. Computer died. Well, every time I went to contracts, it just black screened. So I deleted it. After I finished streaming it, it just wouldn't. Because I tried again the next day and it just gets all upset. But if those updates have been sitting for a while and just hadn't come through for some reason, it could have been a reason, couldn't it? Because I thought it was funny I hadn't had updates.
Right.
Oh, got to find a way home.
That's not the way.
We need to cross a bridge somewhere.
Are you full, are you?
No, I'm just finish the field. I've got a rough idea where I am. Yeah, that looks like a sawmill down there. Yeah, I think that's the sawmill. Yep. Hello, what are you buying?
No worries, Flash. Take care, buddy. Catch up with you later on.
Thank you for coming in, Flash. Really appreciated it. And now I need to go this way. Excuse the map up, folks. No, I don't really want to go this way. I need to go, must be a side street. Yep, there. This one here. And then we've got to do a left at 12 or 13. Let's see how fast I can get lost.
So that wouldn't be too hard for you, wouldn't it, Granny?
No, it'd be dead easy on here. So what was the map, or was that a secret? But as soon as I looked at Ettingham today, I thought, oh, I know this one. I think we did quite a bit on it. But I really want new maps. I'm really into this new map instead of doing ones we've done in 17, 19. Because you do them and do them and do them and do them. But that's my opinion. Oh, pardon me. She calls me Granny's being a piggy.
Right, contracts. Collect.
Now that must be the field I did just before. So KFC should be on the corner up here. I hope. Yeah, that's 32. So, yep, we know where we are. Well, I do anyway. Did test the new map for Platinum, and to call that a logging map is kind of sad. Oh, was it a logging map, the new map? In the DLC? In the 2 year?
The Platinum one, yeah.
Yeah. Why? Why? It's called Farming Sim. It doesn't make me want to get it in any hurry.
You've already got it. The Platinum one, Granny.
Have I? Oh.
The one
the
that broke
silver,
your computer?
that silver one, isn't it? Yeah. And does nothing for me. I tried it though, you know, try anything once. As I said, it upset the computer too much, and my computer's well up to date with stuff, so it's not like she used to be.
Not chuggy.
Well, in 6 months I think I spent about $2,000 on her. You know, updating graphics and hey.
The only thing that you need to do now is buy extra RAM and you'll be home and hosed.
Yeah.
But I think I need to upgrade my power supply unit on my one.
Done that. That's what I mean, everything on my computer is so... It's getting to the stage where I don't know whether I'd bother updating again. That trailer can't be that long.
And by the way, I'm picking up the drawer in fuel A. I'm not bailing it.
cAZZ. Don't tell me it doesn't take straw, this silo. Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, well that empties, so you'll have to excuse me a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I won't be a minute.
A bit gutted because I went and got a haircut and asked barber for a trim to trim my beard. Then he got out with a number 3 buzz cutter comb. I said, oh yeah, she's gonna get out with the scissors and slightly trim it, like not the scissors and comb and just comb over it. And next minute he buzz cutted my whole beard, so I'm not in bushy now. And it took me a year to grow that. But God, it'll be at me, but I'll continue growing it. And then I'll go visit a proper barber and get them to do it properly. A little bit of a big dip there. Of course, she parks right there.
He came back. Is it still emptying? Yep. I thought it would be empty by now. So it's handy having the 2 trailers, isn't it?
Especially with my tailgate lifted yours. But mine will empty sooner because this is on beast mode.
So is this one.
This one's not on beast mode,
Ah.
which I'm about to change to
Yeah.
beast mode.
When I use big machinery, things go on beast. Some of the old equipment, you can put up. Less trips back to the farm.
But I'm actually liking the non-teleport between machinery.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
More realistic.
Yeah. So I'm thinking of leaving it on. You know, realistically, you can't teleport between the house and the car, or...
I can't upgrade this one to beast mode.
Can't you? We'll sell it and get one. As long as we're short of money. I haven't tested the train out on this yet.
Was the beast one under cAZZ64?
Yeah. I'm just about there. I'm down to 9%.
I should have got out with the Don and...
The Don.
Mm.
Remember, that's one we can't share. and young Donald. I thought I'd just use the in-game equipment, you know, that it comes with.
Yeah.
I wish you didn't do that.
Do what?
Just as I started, it hit the front of it. It hit me. Where are you going to put that?
Well, I'm still doing a field.
Well, I don't like using the auger.
It comes in handy.
Yeah. It's only oh, you've got it. Okay, have you got a thing on the front? Actually, we'll use one of the other tractors. Why should this one always have the...
Oh my god.
Oh no, it's a clause.
The bubbly water is making me burpy.
Mm. I'm taking a clause out.
You like claws?
Who says it? Right, where's the butter? There's the thingy.
Just like Reach who likes New Orleans.
I'm a Fent girl, or a vulture, when I'm not in my old machines. Or a Ford.
I'm actually surprised cAZZ hasn't put a claw stick on and modded one of the white utes that has the claw sticker
He
on.
more likely has in his personal.
True.
Oh, this thing bounces all over the place. Itchy nose.
Or scratch it.
Oh, it's just as though a bit of fluff has got up there.
What have you been sniffing?
Nothing. I'm wondering if it's those horrible little midgy things that have been flying around. Going up my nose and being a pain. But it could be the dirt in my pot plants that's attracting them, of course. Right.
Big suspension, Granny?
What? Right, now I've got to remember how to use this.
Here's Mr. Jones from the pineapple.
We
Much appreciated, sir.
go VB. You need to unfold. I know that.
Yeah, Granny likes bouncing around places. The only time she can see over the steering wheel when she bounces.
So that goes VB. Yep. G VB. No. What do you think you're doing? Oh, it is down.
Oh, I have to get a hold of.
Doesn't this do a swathy thing? Whoop. Work mode spreading. Lift mower, fold mower, turn off, higher.
Work out how to set the donation thing up on the page.
You've got to do a lot of work on all the pages. Or just use a windrow because we'll make this one.
Control something.
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember and it's not showing easily.
Control Y.
But too late now, I've done one row. This is going to be my grass.
Oh, nice, Mr. Jones. Oh, did you record it? Field rolling with a message. You're not supposed to roll the message down the field. You're supposed to use a roller.
Messies are nice.
The letter Y, Umbra, not the word white. It helps with the changing the setting on Granny's machine.
But yeah, we'll make this one the grass for the sheep because that's all they need. See, it's leaving bits every now and again, but I'm in slack.
The cats are allowed in the yard bundles.
Not without him there to beat them up.
Hi, Uncle Dave.
Hello, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing much better than I've had the stitches out and all the antibiotics.
I think half your trouble was the stitches.
Yeah. Especially when you start tugging them and get, oh, that not feeling good yet.
And how is Dave? I hope he's fine. Oh, thank you. I like being called that, Dave. Makes me feel good. And I even changed my top so it wasn't so naughty. So I thought, people might complain.
If it was too naughty, you'd probably get a lot more viewers.
Yeah, but that's the wrong way to get viewers, isn't it? And are you well? And how's the wife and Dominic? School holidays start
if you show a wee bit of
tomorrow.
booby.
I am not showing booby.
Oh, I'm saying it's a non-fact if you show a lot of cleavage on screen. Get it.
Yeah, well, those sort of tops I'm short of anyway. I've got to go and get some. Yeah, the ones I
Hot
usually
tub. Yeah. I could turn the tub
Yeah,
on, make
naughty's
it
all
hot,
right.
and scream in that in my
The-
shorts.
This is actually high. I like it down
Oh, it's just a horrible thing. Me in the bathtub screaming.
But I need to buy some summer tops. I will get there.
Pasty white skin. My body would be its own little light. You wouldn't even see
You know,
me.
my sundresses. Well, actually, I should be starting to put my sundresses on. But I've got this thing. Whenever I put on my shorts and a top or my sundress, the sun goes away. I'm wondering if it's
So I
trying to.
can't wear the speedo mankini thing that Borat was wearing.
You know, the sun don't like me.
What?
The sun don't like me because whenever I put summer clothes on, you know, the shorts and that, the sun goes away. Haven't you noticed that? You've gone speechless.
Well, I was just thinking it does the same thing when I wear shorts.
See?
Maybe you need to wear shorts and I need to wear a sundress.
That can be arranged. Now I just have to spend a few dollars on myself. Mind you, I'm one of these people, if it's going to cost me more than $5 for a top, I don't want it.
You imagine me sitting here screaming in a dress.
Yep. You're my son, you're likely to do anything.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Right, you do that. Yeah, we're on the run again. It's going to take a while
Oh,
to do.
sweet overlook. After streams going, be naked soon, like that. It does.
So, if we can get some of this grass picked up today, we'll be able to get the sheep. And that will be then
Yeah, well, that's true, Phil. Phil said you'll be naked soon because there ain't no $5 top.
You'll be naked of what?
You'll be naked soon because there's no $5 tops.
Oh, yes, there are $5 tops. Hello, the balloon's drunk. It's go flying sideways.
Huh? Where is it?
In the sky. Where do you think the balloon is?
I know it's in the sky.
Above the
but I
farm,
can't-
roughly. But it's not
I
straight.
can't. Where the hell are you?
I'm at the railway line.
Oh, yeah. You know, I
Oh
don't
no,
see no
it's straight
balloon.
now.
You sure you're not drunk, Granny?
No, I'm not drunk. I've only had. Well, I first fell in the brink. Oh, that called me off. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. No train to run me over? I just can't get run over by a train tonight. I want to know if they stop.
They don't stop if you're on it.
They run me over.
Yeah, just like in ATS.
Careless people. Right, so I need a windy over.
Yeah, well, that's true too, Brian.
My son is being naughty.
Hey, it's not me, it's Jack.
I'm going to turn his volume down a bit. He's a wee bit loud. Say something.
Hello.
That's better. I hate to think what's going on over there.
Well,
Not like
Mr.
my
Jones said he posted pictures of his in Discord.
Who is?
Mr. Jones did, because he done some real farming, and it popped up in the middle of the conversation of being nude and sundresses.
No, Ebony, you've been taken out. Oh, it's 9:48. Sarge,
Yes.
it's her bedtime.
It's because their cat went past my window and down the side of the house.
Yeah, well, she's sitting here crying. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But it sounds terrible.
Right, I'll be back in a second, people.
At this time of night, every night, she goes out and does her number 2 business. But it's hard to tell when she wants that or to chase the cat. But we'll soon find out. Well, cat, hedgehog. Because she'll back a lot. Right, I've got to open the legs. Whoa. Oh my god, this is big. Back out a wee bit further so I can see what I'm not doing. Right, we need to go. Don't you start, Bumbles. Yep. So then we'll come down with the grass picker upper. Don't know if there's going to be enough grass, but it'll be a start. It will be. We've got a trainer to like hedgehogs. Not quite sure how we're going to achieve that, but
Stupid dog is wanting to look for hedgehogs.
I think she's fascinated by them. No, she doesn't understand the peaceful little critters.
Well, there could be enough straw picked up off here.
You're still picking up straw.
I left a few patches.
How many millions of straw do we need?
I don't know.
Well, nor do I. Because when you make the stuff in the mixer, you got to put straw in, don't you?
All parties, yes.
If it's loose straw, how do you know how much?
Well, if you're going to use cAZZ one, you just fill it until it stops.
Has he got a TMR machine? Oh, just use the big machine.
Yes, the cow mixer.
Yeah, it might be the easiest way. See, we didn't bale it. Because if you do it by bale, I think it's 2 bales.
I did have it. I used to have it
Written down.
Written down.
Yeah, it's in the help. So many silage. Was it 3 straw?
I think it's
2
straw,
silage.
1.
And 1 grass or something.
Yeah.
Listen to your cat.
I know.
You're still out of bed. Why aren't you two in bed? Yes, we often go to bed about 9:30 to 10 o'clock.
But like I said, limiting his treat intake.
Who knows? Crazy animal. But he'll come up here and stand beside my computer and growl at me if I'm not closing down. But I keep telling him I'm allowed to be late.
Cat
Eh?
sitting in, could be the next door's cat.
Sitting at the front door again.
Yeah.
Your neighbour's cat is very, very old. And it comes over, I think, just for somewhere else. She's adopted my front door.
Well, it's 13 years old.
Yeah. Can I get... Yes, I can.
6 a.m. is your bedtime late, is it still? Amber?
6 a.m, but that's because he's up playing games.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I'm... No, it was about 4:30, 5, I finally get sleep most nights. Because I'm very tempted to get up and play on the computer, but I'm trying not to get into that habit. My sister does it, but I think that's a very bad habit to get into.
The lady, it's about time I've been eating this shit anyway.
No. Alright, put this over here,
So she needs to be thawed out.
because we'll need that over here. You thought I was going to leave the tractor, didn't you? Well, you're wrong. Granny's not that silly. Well, actually, I am. Yeah. Shush, in the cheap seats. So the wee man's got school tomorrow.
Yep.
And then it's school holidays.
Yep, they start on Monday.
So then we'll be keeping him amused.
You won't.
Oh, well, it's only... He doesn't finish school until 3. What does he finish at lunchtime?
He finishes at 1:30 on Friday.
Mm-hmm. I'm just getting mentally prepared for the nanny. Can you give me a game? What do you want to play? Roblox. I should give him a game of War Thunder, but he gets so grumpy with me. Where's my beast? Because I'm not doing anything special. Because it's only grass. You're driving a JCB. Do you like that?
Yeah. Well, it's like the next tractor in one.
I don't like JCBs. They seem to be a gutless for the size of them. The other tractors go faster. You know, I thought if it was big it would be capable of doing some real work. But no. What do you viewers think?
This is going to take a while.
Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, loading up on fertiliser. You sound a bit tinny. Do I sound tinny, Dave? Hope not.
So tune everything, turn off, lift. Okay, let's get this picked up. If we can work out which is the sheep pen, we can drop it straight in. Do you know what I could do with right now? A nice
Big
hot cup
tea.
of tea. Just in case you're thinking.
You know, with what's been happening tonight with everything, it'll probably be something, or it could be my mic on the way out. Who knows? Well, it could be where I was sitting at the time. With my mic like right here.
Helps if I look where I'm
Ah.
going.
No, usually Dave's end's quite good. Yeah, they just came out so wrong.
Do you want to say that again?
Hmm?
Do you want to say that again?
Say what again?
What you said just then.
That Dave's end's usually good.
Oh, that's what I thought you said. You're a bit of a worry man. I'd like to know what you're doing with Dave's end. I'm hoping he means his end of the world.
Yes, I do, Granny.
Oh, that's alright then. Oh, look, there's the mower. Chuck it
What?
away. The mower, I just seen it. I've got a worker on it. Have you sorted out your worker problem?
It works fine on the field that you own, but not contract.
Yeah, it's unusual.
Yeah, but I'll check it in single player after spring.
Did you say you was going to snuggle with me? Oh yeah, Dave. I'll snuggle with you. Ooh, I like snuggling. Well, even better my eyes, see? Sarge won't mind if I snuggle.
The side is turning off, so they just forgot the cable in there and so
Alright, now which one's the sheep pen?
keep going, I'll tell you when to stop.
What's that one?
That's the horse pen you're passing.
And I got a ticket again. $32. That's
You're
the
now
biggie
passing
wiggies.
the pig pen.
So it must be the next one. Because the cows are
Yeah.
right at the end. Yep, this is the
Yeah.
sheep.
That's the sheep pen there.
I can't find the gate. Oh, there it is. What are you doing? I need some water. Stupid gates.
You know, you buy another tractor.
Yeah, why not? You can sell the JCB anytime you like.
Oh, it's in use at the moment.
Yeah. Are you having fun?
Mm-hmm. No, wheels set up. You white light, why not?
Sounds good, doesn't it? The person that loves fences and gates keeps crashing into them.
You buy that, didn't you? And we're okay with it. Yeah, it doesn't come in black,
What doesn't come in back?
the tractor.
Yeah. Purple.
But in saying that, I'm thinking, whoa, he's right, of doing a farm of just black tractors, trucks and all that.
Why not?
He's been filtered. Hey. Oh,
There we are. We've got some animals.
You can make, like, you got this big beast that's black for a truck,
Oh, look at the lamb he's running.
and the large
Little black
tractor.
lamb. Oh, I didn't even empty it. 1%. Hey, yoy.
Didn't pull that.
Now, I think this one takes grass. Or is it hay? Silage.
Very few that
Oh, it
can-
takes grass.
Like that black and red. red ones,
Oh, driving me.
black ones.
Listen to that horn. So that needs straw.
Black and red on this one as well.
Are you picking up straw?
No.
Oh, because the TMR machine needs straw. I'll get some. I'll grab a load while we're here. Always wait until the sticky poos are up in the air.
No, where did she put the animal pens?
Cane mulch. Who's got cane mulch?
Eh?
It came up with cane mulch.
Yeah, that's off
Cane.
sugar cane. Oh,
Just trying to decide how much straw I need for that machine.
I turned the wrong way.
32, 40. Don't really know how much it takes.
I might actually do a recording tomorrow.
Might you? Yeah, I was saying about I should start doing recordings. But I've got to load everything onto the computer.
The cows don't take water, do they?
No, it's only the sheep. As a rule. As a rule. Bless
Sorry
you.
for the ear holes.
But we've achieved. We've got sheep tonight.
We've got baby sheep.
Yeah, I know. We've got baby sheep, baby goat, big sheep, big goats. A couple of rams and a couple of billy goats. Just because we can.
See, we got lammies. Another lammy. Don't know if they're supposed to be a goat or not.
It's hard to tell between the goats and the baby sheep.
That one's got horns. Oh. If I put my mouse over it, it said baby. And I can't change his name.
Do you really want to name 60 of them?
No, not really. Well, there you go, the feet have been watered.
Cute. Don't think we've got any wheat. No, it's silage, grass. Total mixed ration. Yeah. We need some silage. Wheat, potatoes. Wheat, potatoes and corn. Oh yeah, could do it that way. Well, you can put one in over by the moo cows. So then we can just pick grass up and put it in there, eh? Well, that's a bit brilliant. So I'll take this over there.
Come under though.
Silos or production. It's a big, tall, black thing. But there's room in the cow yard for it to go in. On the opposite side of the TMR machine. Hello, you're welcome back. Did you make me a cup of tea too? Oh, that was a petrol tanker. I mean a water tanker.
Yeah, I'm sitting in it.
Because the sooner we can get the animals in production, is better. Oh, you didn't make me a cup of tea? I'm gonna shout.
Oh, he's got moonshine on here too.
He's always got moonshine on it.
Mineral feed factory.
You will need that stuff.
Nursery.
So you can put a mineral feed thing in. Does it take up much room?
Yep.
What do you mean? Yep.
Just trying to find.
Because, you know, it'd be nice to have it all around the cows. I was thinking this is...
Put it in the by the sheep pen.
But there's no point. They don't have mineral food. How big is it?
Big enough that it won't fit.
Is there any empty yards? Let's see the map. Saving. I'm just trying to remember where there was a... I think there's one round the corner. Up in here. The biogas plant. Will it fit in there? Oh, there's one at the end of this road.
What are you talking about?
Field 36. I've just bought it. It looks like a concrete patch. It's just the other end of that road that we were on.
I still don't know where you mean.
Well, the road the animals are on goes straight down to the bottom end of it. Past KFC and that. I'm running up the middle of it at the moment.
Oh, way down there.
Yeah, put the mineral food there.
You're heading the wrong direction.
I'm heading back to get a tractor.
Yeah, well, the beer patch is at the other end.
Yeah, I know. That's where you can put the mineral food thingy. And then depress me by telling me what goes in it.
Hey, look. There's a running granny.
What's this thing in with the sheep? Or pigs?
What?
Oh, it's the silo. It's alright. Carry on. I'm boggling. It's boggling.
Hey?
It's boggling. So where did you put the fermenter?
Why is there steam actors and there's no building?
I don't see no fermenter.
I haven't put the fermenter down yet.
That could be why I can't see it, isn't it? This horn's going to really annoy me. Kaz, you need to put a time limit on that horn. Give us a ride, love. Give us a ride.
I'm putting the fermenter down where I'm putting the mixed stuff.
Okay. It might fit better there anyway. Our neighbour wouldn't give me a ride. Coward. All I want is a tractor. I'm not asking for much, lad. Yee-hoo. Oh, we got a shortage. Large. My friend. Where's my... Why aren't you scrolling? Okay, we'll do it that way. Ah, I'm in the wrong thing, that's why. What in that one? Fent 1000. Oh, there's those, goes into those funny wheeled things. Yeah, nah. Egg grow. Egg co. Nah, used that. The single wheels are perfect. Jump in through the window. We need this for the windy rolly thingy. And we don't want to go to 62. 47 is fine. Oh, that train's gone through. Whoa. I broke the law. Should be a ticket thing there if you go through when the barriers aren't up properly. Big no-no. Very big no-no. It amuses me all the people that park on it. In rush hour they park on the railway line and they know it's about the time a train comes through. Namely the coal train. And they get away with it. If I did something stupid like that, the train would come and get me.
Alright, the silo stuff and all that's down the end.
Cool. What does the mineral food take?
Yep.
Can you write down a bit of paper?
No.
Oh, please. I thought I told him to do some work.
Who doesn't stop talking?
You.
Half the time I don't. And how are you, Opa? It looks like it's wood chips, grass, and a bag of seeds.
Can we buy wood chips?
I don't know.
Because I'm not doing logging.
I can do logging.
My logging days are well and truly over since...
Lime, cut, sugar beet cut, and grass.
Sugar beet, so we need a sugar beet field somewhere.
Yeah, and then you gotta cut it. Yeah, I'm doing good.
What, make it into chaffy stuff?
Yeah, but look good.
With a forager. Is that right?
I don't know, I've never cut sugar beet.
Dave?
I've never cut the sugar beet.
The sugar beet we just normally harvest ordinary.
Yeah, but you gotta cut it. Like, put it through a cutting device.
There must be a machine that does that. Wouldn't the forager do that? Doesn't that cut it up?
No.
Oh.
I think you gotta scoop it up with a bucket.
I am not scooping.
Specialised bucket.
Hang on, we'll go into sugar.
Yeah, I prefer potato chips too. There is a sugar beet cutter one.
Sugar
We
cane
can
technology.
put it in the Beagle bucket.
So,
Would that be under production?
sugar cane technology, I'm in. That's a choppy thing. It makes. Doesn't tell you what it makes. Oh, hang on. Indicated crop types. No, I'm going to leave that in your court to find out. Then we'll.
Got that many mods. Spinnery, carpentry, a line machine.
He's finding out heaps.
Ooh, yeah.
He's found something.
Oh, that's grey stone.
Is that sugar cane or is it hops?
Sugar mill.
Hemp. Oh, Lone Star's on the hemp. See that? He's growing hemp. Oh, can't see.
Some more. I might not have it then.
Well, we must have, because cAZZ includes mods. If you look in where the productions and all that is, you'll see it right at the end. He usually has a folder with his TMMAOG.
There's not.
No. So you need to ask him where it is. Because he can't
I
have...
had to pay farming sim for myself.
You what?
Go back to sleep, Granny.
I am still playing with another cAZZ. How many cAZZs are there? Isn't there only one cAZZ? Dave, he says, I am still playing with another cAZZ.
Enki.
Hmm. But we need to find out how to... Oh, another cAZZ's maps. I didn't see the last word.
Granny, do you have your glasses on?
Oh, I don't have my glasses on. What do you do when you're mowing? You can picking up the grass faster than...
Yeah, I'll have to find the mod later. I'm not going to sit here for like half an hour looking for it.
You know what you're looking for?
No. But I'll have a look off screen.
Oh yeah, well, cAZZ wouldn't put it in the map to make mineral food.
It's...
Oh, that's a giant's thing. I'm still sexy with my glasses on. Thank you. Oh God, I hate to think what's going on over there.
I didn't do it.
Didn't do what?
I went to drive around the side of the pond with the tractor.
You went in it, didn't you?
Tractor and trailer went.
I'd go over, folks, but we can't. It's the trouble without the teleporting, you can't just flick over and see what he's up to.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to.
Do you have to reset it?
I managed to reset one part of it.
Do you make mineral food, Dave? Out of the sugar cane? You've got to cut it up, and we don't know what we've got to cut it up with.
There's a bucket that you can attach it to.
No, he's none the wiser. What, you attach the bucket to the sugar cane?
To the front of a tractor, Granny.
Oh. So you can't pick it up in one of these trailers?
Just go back to sleep, Granny.
You know what it'll be like trying to pick stuff up with a bucket?
Oops, sorry about that, Umbra.
What'd you do? Pick on it.
I've been hit with an ad break.
A what?
An ad?
Oh. So you've got ads running. Obviously I haven't. No one's complained about ads. So, have to keep an eye on that. Because unfortunately I need to run ads sort of on the air or something.
Yeah, they don't put a variety of different ads in.
Come on, go fast it. Can't get right further up, can I? When we get to the end of this road, we'll take this up and drop it in the cows to your machine.
I bet you have, Brian, with the amount of people,
What?
the streams that you help out with. Brian was saying he's seen the same version of Christmas Carol 40 times in the last 12 hours.
That wouldn't surprise me. Intercity have got a really nice one, but you lot wouldn't have that. It's about a teddy bear that gets lost. It's really well done. Hey, Geordie. This is where you say, yes, mother.
Yes, mother.
Thank you. Do you know what you agreed to?
Probably not.
You agreed to make a cup of tea.
No, I didn't.
Ask anyone in chat and they'll say yes. This is not where I want to be. Kind of bossy. You like us bossy girls, though. You told me that. What do you mean I'm bossy? I'm not bossy.
Okay, come on. Right. Wow.
Excuse the horn. I was thinking more like you could get spanked for that. I don't like spanked.
That one.
You are naughty, Dave. Why aren't you empty? We're going to have words with Kaz about this train horn.
Why?
Because that's all you can hear down this end by the cows. You know, I'm filling the TMR thing with grass, and the whole time you're emptying, that horn just continually goes. People will find it annoying. So we need to take note for that. My mind's doing wonders now, Dave. You know that. I can't concentrate on the game. Now, I know the fermenter doesn't take a lot of grass, so this 9% will take down there.
Oh, I bet. Welcome back, Scoop.
And I don't think there'll be any more speed cameras, so we'll speed up.
Granny,
Mm-hmm.
there's a wheel loader in the shed where the harvesters are with a bucket attached to it.
Yeah.
That's what you chop your beets with until I can get them on.
With a bucket. How can a bucket chop it? Don't even go there. Don't even go there. It's just too fascinating. Oh, there was another ticket. Ah, $82 one. Meow. Whoa.
Right, this time I won't try and drive in like that.
Must be a special bucket. And we'll have to activate mineral feed, lime, sugar beet, cut and grass. Grass. Hay. Oh, we might as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing, Yorick.
Everything will have to
Make
activate.
life a lot easier.
I like my swivel seat in my tractor. Meow. Meow. Did I make you dizzy? You could come in the tractor with me, Dave. I've got a bouncy seat. And I can have passengers.
I'm so sick of getting Snapchat notifications of people wanting to be friends and then they turn out to be scammers, spammers, and
I have heaps and heaps of yeah, Eureks. Bouncy seat. But just for Dave. Oh, I'm empty. Ooh. So that is the mineral feed place.
it's really annoying, eh, Scoop?
What, having a bouncy seat?
No, all the scammers and all that on Snapchat at the moment.
Yeah, I have friend suggestions coming out of my ears. And unless someone says, requests it, I don't even look at them. So
Yeah,
if you've
no,
sent me a friend request on Twitter, or anything, always put farming sim. And that way I know where I've met you from and I'll okay it, okay? Dave, what have you done to my brain?
We don't want to know, Granny. We don't want to know.
Too late. still got room down the bottom.
Yeah, and then if they're not doing that, Scoob, they'll send you
Now I'm
a YouTube link that sends to their own thing.
okay, dear. I will. I'll think about it when I'm in bed tonight, and I'll put your name on it.
That's right, I need to go.
But it's got to be a gentle one. I don't like roughness. And I'll make sure I make a few noises. Okay. Just so Sarge knows that I am doing it. Okay, Sarge?
I am not listening.
Oh, you'll be listening later. Now he's worried. So how you going there, Sarge?
I'm getting there.
What's that field? Another tall crop. Crazy Granny is growing hops. Shh, don't tell you when I'm growing hops.
Yeah, I guess that she did, Dave.
I did what?
Nothing.
Exactly, I did nothing. Dave's been being very suggestive to me. All perfectly
Door,
healthy.
Granny.
Eh?
Door.
Door?
Door.
Saw?
Door. I know I've got no teeth, but damn.
Well, it sounds like door or Thor or...
Can somebody put it in a chat if you could understand what I said to her, please?
I'm a little bit deaf to certain tones. Ah, saw. Who saw? You?
Not saw.
See, Dave put saw.
Yes, Umbra, that one.
What one? Spell it.
IT.
No, the word you're trying to say is...
S-H-O-R-E.
Yes. It's S-U-R-E. Thank you.
Whatever.
Umbro. The S-H-O-R-E is the seashore.
Same thing.
No, it's not. The seashore is different to the word shore. S-U-R-E.
Depending on where you're standing at the time. Yeah, I'm getting fake teeth, Scoop. But I've got to wait like 3
3 months.
3 months minimum.
I won't let you get them before 3 months.
Yeah, the dentist won't let me get them before 3 months.
To get a good fit. You were being silly with Sarge? Good. When we hit the 3-hour mark, folks, we are going to have to go. Giving him the wrong word. But right sound, yeah. And it's 2:44 now, so I'm just pre-warning you, darlings.
Yeah, well, I'm getting top and bottom full set. Good. Umbra. Scoop. Yeah, Scoop.
Just say chat. Can you say Peter Piper picks a pepper with peppers?
No.
Oh, please.
No.
Pretty please.
No.
Oh, well, you're no fun. It could be fun.
Mm-mm.
Chat would like it. Wouldn't you, Chat? Oh, cute. Hang on to what?
You had to wait 6 months for your food.
Peter Piper picked a pick of peppers. No, I want Sarge to say it, Umbro.
No.
I can see whose side you're on.
I can't say it couldn't say it when I had to.
How about Jack be quick, Jack be...
No.
I can't remember how that one goes. Jack be quick, Jack jumped over the candlestick. And you're not on anybody's side. Ah.
Just for that, I'm not parking the tractor.
Be nice. I've been nice to you tonight. In fact, I've been nice to you for the last 4 days. Will I tell you how much I've spent on painkillers? Yeah, there's another one. The quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog. Actually, some of them have got 2 or 3 verses. Sarge,
Hmm?
are you ignoring me?
Yep.
Why? You know I love you. Do anything for you. I'm just
Well, that's true too, Scuba.
I'm just glad that the dentist fixed you today. Fixed you.
My mental health was slipping majorly.
Yeah, I know. Right, we'll go put that down while he does some more.
No, I wouldn't do that.
No, it's not often I see my son more or less in tears. What's that? Is that hemp again? God, there's hemp for miles. Hang on, we'll do it the easy way.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I racked up 500 steps last night just pacing around the house early hours this morning.
Yeah, I know it's good for paper and rope. Now, what am I looking for? Sugar beet. It's a pretty pink.
It was that bad, that the pain was that bad. It felt like somebody was constantly hitting me with a baseball bat followed by a steel cat boot.
There's one right there. We've got a sugarcane field.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, she falls out of the tractor. I have to stop spending money. Just about it. Getting low. Mind you, I've got enough.
All
Canola.
they suggested at times food was painkillers.
Yep. But the chemist was good. He came up with some really good ones.
Why am I making a field?
I don't know. Why are you making a field? And where are you making a field?
For some reason, without touching anything, it create fields. I'm in field 8.
Can you fix it?
I'll just go and straighten it up so it's a wee bit bigger.
Yeah, well, that's all right. Right, how much? Yep, the grass is nearly full.
Yeah, well, we don't have chewing tobacco over here.
Well, not that we know of.
Nah, look. Yeah, so now I'm on antibiotics to fix the pain issue because it
Yep,
wasn't
we must be full.
pain.
So that's another thing that's full.
I was a dry socket, lash, and feet.
So all the grass goes in the silo now.
Ah, yeah, now I. Yeah, the stuff that I've been using, Nexi Genic, the dentist told me, it's the worst one to use, but
The chemist said it was the best.
But since it's an ibuprofen and Panadol, one of the two wears out faster than the other. So you don't get the full 4 hours. Like I was only averaging, what, 3 hours max.
Yeah, and what do you say to do? Nurofen and Panadol.
Nurofen and ibuprofen.
That's it.
You can take them 2 hours apart, so you can get the crossover.
Not at the same time.
Well, he said at the same time because one wears down past the other.
Which one? Ibuprofen. And
Yeah,
Panadol.
And well, Nurofen.
Nurofen and Panadol.
No, Nurofen and ibuprofen.
Yeah, ibuprofen is an anti-inflammatory.
I'm going to try and straighten this field up.
It's alright, I just shot past where we're supposed to be. Oh, this guy's finished. Oh, this is the lawnmower, we can take him back.
And then he gave me a fancy looking syringe thing to stick in the holes in my gums and the teeth were to rinse them out. And I was like, yeah, nah.
It's in the drawer in the kitchen. It'll be handy for something. But as he said to you, you've been rinsing well.
Mm-hmm. I'd be a bit worried if they'd jump off the table thing and run around. Good.
What?
His teeth.
That would be funny. Remember when you could get the wind-up teeth?
You still can.
Can you?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine the wee man?
Because the last time I played with them was at a dentist. I was bored, so I had racing.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
And by the way, I've extended field 8 by 2 plough widths.
That's
At
okay.
the end.
There was heaps of room. Because I'm going to keep this as my big gaming field anyway. I mean, when it comes out, we've decided to have at least one big machinery map. Just to prove to people I can do it.
I could see the dog or cat stopping them and having them in their mouth, and they turn around and he loves going through the
You can tell when my son's been on the farm, can't you?
Why?
All the equipment in the yard.
I told you I wasn't putting it away.
You know it drives me nuts.
I know.
Looks like an ordinary bucket to me, but okay.
It's got a passing blade in. I just can't wait to get them upholstered, and then when Zippy stays, I'll take him out and ask him if he, well, when he brushes his teeth, I'll hand him my teeth and go, can you brush mine too?
No, we need somewhere to put these. I should be really using a tractor. I'd tell Sarge off for doing this sort of thing, wouldn't I?
Or better yet, hang them from the roof of Granny's bed, so when she goes to bed and just hanging off the roof staring at her.
I think that's the fertiliser. It's alright folks, we're just putting things away. But yeah, I know Dave, these aren't big enough.
Oh, pardon me.
No. what's in that hole there will be the... Why clean up when you
Yeah, well,
can
that's
have...
two. I reckon that's three.
Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? You got that one right, Yerix.
What?
Why clean up when you have Mum to do it for you?
Yep.
So he's got the plough, so that will go there by the cultivator.
Yeah, well, if you'd folded it up, you would have been able to do it from that shed.
Yeah, I know. I was just being good, alright? So cedar... Yeah. Well, hang on. If I move that over... Use the tractor. Be professional. Move that. Now I'm getting complicated here.
I did see a really cool Christmas tree on TikTok. It's got an umbrella
Thank you.
underneath it, and you put like fake snow stuff in the bottom of it. Sucks it up through the middle of the tree, and like self snows itself, and sings Christmas carols.
Christmas tree that plays carols. As long as there's a switch to turn it off.
And it self snows itself.
Yeah, but if I can't have a cuckoo clock, we're not having a singing Christmas tree.
Yeah, and I'd try and reprogram it so that this place sneezes Christmas over and over and over.
Right, so now these two trailers can go in beside each other.
Yeah, I've seen it on TikTok, and the lady was commenting.
Yeah, and the whirligig machine
Somebody
will
asked
go in
her
that
if they
other
could
slot,
use it for a stretch.
the wind drive.
And she goes, oh no, they don't even go near it.
Because eventually the tractors will be in the big garage. Whoops, getting a bit close there. Just excuse me while I concentrate on
I
this.
might be able to show you
Here we go.
what I'm meaning.
Worst thing with Christmas in Florida is the people putting lights on their palm trees, and it looks like so. Yeah, I know. I've seen them on Facebook. They definitely don't look like
They look like skyrocket.
yeah, skyrockets. Yeah, we'll go along with that one, Sarge. Did you put your harvester in the shed?
Yeah.
So the truck should be able to go in there with the funny trailers.
This is the
At the worst, I'll just put another shed in anyway, if I need more
doesn't
more
bring-
room. But this is really for the big equipment.
we'll just move that.
Oh, that one's got a bucket. Oh, that one. This makes sense now, doesn't it? It's the one that's in the shed that's got the cutty thing.
This is the tree I was telling you about.
Geordie, Sarge,
Yeah.
in the big shed is the front end loader with the bucket thing. I was looking at the telehandler, trying to work it out.
Which is pretty expensive.
So I assume you'd have to dump it on the ground, then bucket it up.
No, you can put your bucket underneath the silo up and the silo and do it that way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Could be one way. But won't it overrun?
Mm.
Right, I'm at the farm, Sunshine.
Yeah, I'm walking over. How much did we start with?
As in money.
Money, yeah.
Oh, we had 4 million.
We're down to just under 2 now.
Yeah, I know. But we've got most of the equipment now.
Mm.
It's just been getting the bits and pieces and putting in it. So anyone, thank you Sarge for coming on. So you need to take your
I don't know why I
pain.
just
pain-
have my
eh?
engine off button.
You need your painkillers. And if you could make a cup of tea while I close this off.
Yup.
Say bye bye.
Right, see you all. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Tot, for the resubscribe. Much appreciated, sir. And yeah, everybody have a good time. Be safe. Don't forget to do your Christmas shopping. And don't forget to get yourself some alcohol for after Christmas, after the family's left and all that, so you can get blottoed. Right, I'm outies. Have a good one all. See you.
That's one way of putting it. Okay, going up to the top here. Give me time. Let's working on that. And that
The
goes to.
cloud's still running, by the way.
Well, why did you turn it off? It'll turn off when I shut down anyway. Okay, so thank you to Totster and for the resubscribe. Rollos 1, 2, 3 for following. Humphrey _ Jim Melvin. cAZZ64. Scuba Steve 1324. Brian Emerald. Big thanks to you for handling the bots and that. Lone Star 877. Thank you. Hello. Oh, geez. Yurik Swede. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. Old Timer Dave. And I will think of you tonight. You know what I mean. Umbro Draco 242. Merry Christmas. And catch up with you soon. Oh dear, 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 dear. So we're going to do a raidy. Now I've got to remember. You forgot about that. I've got to remember where to go. Raid. So let's see. Danger Engaged. Lord Swank. Grabbies. Rhino. Shroomy. Overwatch. What's Overwatch? Don't know. Okay, we'll go Rhino. RHIL. Was it RHIIINOO? So thank you, my darlings. And cuddles. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. Upload on Sunday to YouTube. And I'll be back on Thursday, all being well. And all you viewers in the background, thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate it. Granny loves you all. I love all my followers. Thank you very much to all my followers, because I'm over 200 now. Really enjoying it. I feel special. I know it's nothing special, but it's Granny. I wanted 200 by Christmas. I've done it thanks to you lot. Thank you. So, okay. So hang on to your hats. Onto your chairs. We're going to go flying. Now, do I know what I'm doing? It's counting down. Love ya. And here we go. Holding on tight. 1, 2, 3.